I'm here because a good share of my congregation has been vocally concerned about the ballot initiative that's coming and how DHS is looking at foster and adoptive parenting, and my congregation spoke with one voice on this issue back about a year when it passed a resolution against the ballot initiative, emphasizing the importance of the civil and moral rights of all families, and being concerned that families would not have the opportunity to provide the kind of parenting and love that they can offer, whether they're gay or straight, if they don't have that certificate or contract of marriage approved by the state.
Well, the purpose of the hearing today was about this specific policy that banned cohabitating adults from being foster parents, but obviously the same arguments that were brought up today, why that's a bad policy, can be applied to the ballot initiative, and that's that, you know, really to make good decisions for these children who've been through a lot, it needs to be on a case-by-case basis by qualified people like juvenile judges. And the governor has already said publicly that he doesn't support the ban for unmarried couples on adoptions, and what we want is that same policy applied to this policy, so that it's not going to ban foster parents or adoptive parents. And as the governor has also said, that the decision needs to be left up to qualified child professionals to make these decisions. In adoptive cases, it also needs to be left up to that in foster parent cases too. So that's what we were asking today, to suspend this policy.
Lion's share of scientific evidence, all credible experts in evidence, tell us that blanket bans on people, whether it be based on a characteristic on marital status or sexual orientation, are actually harmful to children because they exclude a pool of potentially good foster homes. Now, interestingly enough, the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment demands that any governmental regulation that excludes an entire group of people must have a rational relationship to a legitimate governmental interest. DHS has a legitimate governmental interest in protecting the health, safety, and welfare of children. However, the Arkansas Supreme Court has ruled, after reviewing extensive scientific evidence, that bans like this do nothing to promote the health, safety, or welfare of children, and in fact may harm children because they exclude potentially good foster homes.
Based on everything that we can see and understand and know about the research over the past 30 or 40 years, shows that those cohabiting homes are at the bottom rung of the kind of homes that are good for children. And we know that public policy is made on research and statistics. Yes, there are exceptions, there are anecdotal stories, and there are real-life stories, but public policy isn't based on one or two stories. It's based on what's best for the big picture, what's best for the city, the state, society as a whole, and it kind of has to rely on that research, and that's why we wanted to bring that research forward today.
There are lots of families that really love children and will do a better job often than families that are currently in the foster care system that are not even being considered under these kinds of rules. And if the ballot initiative passes, the situation will be even worse. But DHS is already enacting the ballot initiative by its policies, and so we're opposed to both parts of that, and we hope that they will go back to a situation where they can look at the needs of children and the goodness of families on a case-by-case basis, and really focus on what children need rather than answering the moral priorities of the religious right.